Hello and welcome to the Quingo channel. I'm Jason, your host. We're on our way to Tesco for a late-ish, what time is it? 7:30 visit. You see, I was in the house and I thought, okay, I was starting to do a shop for some items. It wasn't enough for a full shop, so I was going to use something like Just Eat grocery stuff, which is more expensive, just paying about £5-6 on top of your order, and some of the costs of items are much more than in the shop. And so I put together an order, and the order was like £37, and I thought to myself, wait, my order is actually only about £28, and the rest is fees and service charge. And I thought, fuck this, I'm going to get on my mobility scooter and go to Tesco and pick up the items myself. It'll be cheaper and the items will be better because I'll have time to do. See, now that I've got the ability to make bread that I can have, I want to get some meat in so I can have sandwiches with meat on and stuff like that. You know, these kind of things that make me go, ooh, yay. So we're going to go and get meat shopping. My budget is about £40 for enough meat to last a couple of weeks. And I'll also pick up some more baking supplies. This is like, should be fun. So this will, I don't know what day this will go up. I think I've been my mouth, engage mouth. I'm on about day 20th of April. I've got a queue set up, a schedule. Every day at 5 o'clock a Quingo video is going up. And once a week on a Monday, a mental health vlog is going to go up. Of course, if I have anything I want to say straight away, if I have anything that's important, I'll of course put straight up the videos. But apart from that, it isn't that I want to do well enough to get a career, but doing it this way will improve my algorithm, will improve the amount of people who can see my videos, who want that kind of videos. So yeah, we are slowly tidying up my account so it isn't just haphazard. And the metrics are showing that if I do one Quingo video a day, people watch that one Quingo video. If I put up 7 Quingo videos a day, then the first couple get seen and the rest is like just the numbers drop off really fast. I never used to do it for the numbers, and I don't do it for the numbers now. But it doesn't hurt to start expanding like this. It means that A, I don't have stress about it because I've always got videos to go on, whether if I'm having a bad day and not feeling very well. Now you notice it started to go dark. It's probably going to dark on the way back. Now I've got the Raven something light zip tied to one of the bars at the front, just below the thingy, because the lights on the Quingo aren't the best. That's one thing. The daylight lights, the running lights are fine, but if it's dark, you don't see much. So these lights, this light that I've added to it, and if it works, I'll get another one for the other side, and then I'll have 2 lights at the bottom that are really powerful for when things get dark. So this is a bit of a test thing. By the time I've been to the Tesco, my brain's a bit fagged at this time of night. I will be able to test the light. Someone's messaging me on Discord, so I'm just going to check. I've had quite a long day today, so you're going to... Yeah. So just checking my Discord and seeing who's talking to me, yeah. Yeah. Just people asking about my reasons for not having the Somnium V, not using the Somnium VR1 and going back to my Quest. My brain is melting today. It's not the time I usually don't go out and do things at this time of night because my brain is usually exhausted and no talkie fast on the brain thing. So get your words together, Jason. Get your words together. Speaky with mouth. Put brain into gear before speaky with mouth. I used the valve index today and it was so much better to use, so much more comfortable. And I tried to judge it. It wasn't just because I'm autistic and I don't like change. I've tried for 6 weeks with the Somnium V, and the problems with it are the way it's shaped at the front. It actually causes squeezes on my nose. My nose is quite big. I have a big nose. And no matter how much I add to the... What is this? No matter how much I add to the actual padding and everything, I can't get the balance perfect on it. I've never had this problem with any other headset. Even the Quest stuff like Quest 2 and Quest 3 and Quest Pro, even the Pimax, I've never had it's always been niggles, but there's never been anything that's made it so it felt like I couldn't breathe through my nose, or that I was getting a pressure headache on my head because of the headset. I don't want to go. Do I want to go up top or do I want to go? I feel like going along. I'm in no rush. I am in no rush. I'm going to go for a ride down Nick Road. And so, I'm happier. I've always said that because VR to me is not a game. VR to me is not a game. It is not a hobby. It is an actual part of my treatment. It is part of my coping strategy. It keeps me functioning. It keeps me safe. Things that cause it to be frustrating are a no-go. I just cannot have them in my life. Now that's a silly place to pull a car. That is a very bad place. What you're about to see is what happens when a selfish idiot puts a car somewhere. And I'm not going to blur out their number plate because I don't do that anyway, but yeah. I'm still going to go this way, but look at that. Taking up the entire pavement there. What a selfish fucking prat. What a selfish prat. I've got to go down here instead and get on here at the bottom. Sorry for that rant, but yeah, really annoys me when people park in that way, because what if there had been a car coming round the corner at the top at high speed? I don't like to be forced on the road. I like to go on the road, but I do not like to be forced on the road. This is the challenge that we face. I mean, the thing is, what if someone with a wheelchair was pushing someone with a wheelchair, or someone on a power chair, or someone pushing a child in a pushchair came around that corner, and instead of being able to go down the path, which is for pedestrians and that, they had to go on the road because of a selfish person like that. So we're going to go, as you can see, it's going to go dark quite soon. So I'll be able to do the tests when I come out of the Tesco. But I'm really enjoying doing these long runs. I think we'll take we'll cross over, we'll do a bit of a scoote. Crossy. Whee! I think I'm going to be going out quite a lot on the Quingo this year. I'm really enjoying myself. Crossy. There's fire going on over there, I can smell it. Like a fire. Smells like a house on fire actually, not just a normal thing. You can usually tell the difference between a basic fire and an actual house on fire. No, I'm not going to go down in that direction. This place is around to sort it if he is a house on fire. You know, you can. There's the special kind of toxic smell when a house is burning. Those in America, your houses when you're burning, you probably get a lot of smells of wood because a lot of your houses are built of wood. But in the UK, because our houses are brick, there's a very interesting type of thing that you don't usually get from just a normal fire. There's always plastic in it because of the double glazing. There's always that kind of acrylic nastiness that comes from carpets and polyester and things like that. And there's that kind of dirty, nasty smoke that comes out of a house fire. When you've been close to a house fire, you recognise it as being more than just same with if a car's on fire. You can tell if it's a car on fire because of that kind of metallic, rubber, plastic, chemical type thing. Although the smell of one of the cars when I was going out one day a while ago was a EV, and that was on fire, and the smell from that was more like, as weird as it sounds, a bit like sparklers and a bit like fireworks. It smelled a little bit like that kind of thingy. It was weird. I'm rambling a bit. I'm always very appreciative when cars let me cross. Very appreciative. So we're not going to go all the way to the end, to the normal way I go up. I'm going to take a different route. I'm going to go up the streets. Beep beep does this. So we're going to go up over the canal bridge. It's one of the few canal bridges around this area that actually raise and close. It's really nice. When I was a kid, I used to hang around it and wait for the narrowboats to come up and watch them raise it and lower it. I love the mechanical sound of it. No. On our way. You can see the drawbridge up here. The only dangerous part about this is you can't see any cars coming over the lip on the other side. I love being able to get the rotor on this going full speed.